Avatar has developed hundreds and hundreds of custom strategies over the years, but each is unique to the needs of the client.
No more time-consuming paper and pencil tests. No more awkward interview questions. No messy background checks. The Selectometer does it all with just the flip of a switch.
Let's take it a little slow.
Without going back too far into my history, I jumped in the car, took a couple of checks with me, and drove to pay my deposit on my electric bill so they'd turn the lights back on the next day. Driving along, listening to Dude Looks Like a Lady by Aerosmith. It was a beautiful sunny day. There was a gray cougar coming at me at about 70 or 80 miles an hour in my lane. I cut hard to the right, but I was unable to get out of his way, and he clipped my left rear fender, causing me to spin out and hit a dump truck head-on at about an 80-mile-an-hour impact. The dump truck won that contest. They gave me less than a 1% chance to live. They took an hour and a half to cut me out of the car and to inflate my collapsed lungs and my 14 broken ribs. They life-flighted me to Cleveland. The outgrowth of that accident, though, was as I laid there, I began to think through what I had done up until that point in my life. And that really inspires what Avatar is today. And in the fall of 1992, I was trying to pursue a business that was dedicated to making the world a safer place, to actually dedicate ourselves to the proposition that we are part of a bigger mosaic of people who may benefit from our efforts, who may benefit from the fact that I lived.
I think if there's one word to describe Mark, it would be eclectic. He can write, and he can present, and he just has so many different talents that I don't see combined in too many people.
So my first reaction was intelligent, confident, and of course he wanted to explain 100 things all at the same moment in time, and it was like, slow down, slow down.
For the first interview, I walked in, I had a suit and tie on and everything. I had my portfolio all ready. And in comes this tornado of purple and teal and sequins.
The only guy I've ever met that loves purple and teal, in fact, designed his entire business around it. I don't even own a purple and teal in my wardrobe.
When he paraded me through the building to show it off to me in my first visit, it was like Willy Wonka showing off his chocolate factory to Charlie and the rest of the kids.
Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look and you'll see into your imagination.
Mark Gardner is this building, and this building is Mark Gardner.
So I remember first walking in, the colors, and of course Mark's office. You know, the collection of guitars, the collection of books. He's an avid reader.
Just the Star Wars stuff in the bathrooms are all decked out.
You know, with our values right up on the wall in space.
Whoa, there's a lot of purple here.
And they see Space Invaders arcade in the hall.
How can't you be happy every single day you walk into this building?
And you get into Linda's office and you get to see her birds, and they like to talk to you. And then you go to the back with the other Linda, and you can see what kind of packing process she has, and just all the collateral material everywhere.
I love Numi. I love her. She's amazing. Oh, heck yeah. Lindsay!
And then, of course, you go into the studio. You know, for years I've seen it on the screen, but never really saw how they did it.
When folks come from the outside, they see the video gear and they see a very impressive video studio, and they think of us as a video company. But I choose not to be a video company.
Oh, we are absolutely a video production company. Mark's gonna hate me for that.
We are absolutely not a video production company. We make 200 to 250 video courses a year. It's something that we use to show a behavior.
Avatar kind of goes above and beyond to produce unique content.
I think the greatest thing we've done, and I would say in the last 2 years, is the brainstorming, which we never did before. And I think it really shows.
Avatar has always been extremely creative. I think we've really stepped up the game in the last several years with our products, especially in the edutainment and our storytelling and our production capabilities.
Why did they make a left turn and crush Grandma in the crosswalk?
Oh, that guy just totally cut Larry up. I love you too, baby girl.
This car's on fire.
What the? Avatar is this eclectic collection of weirdos. We have people from all walks of life with all different types of philosophies, and we use the term quirkiness.
Oompa, loompa, doompa-dee-da. If you're not greedy, you will go far. You will live in happiness too, like the Oompa, loompa, doompa-dee-doo.
Animals, bunnies, everywhere, very unique.
Avatar is comprised of some of the quirkiest, most oddball, bizarre, and delightful people I've ever had the grand pleasure of knowing.
The island of misfit toys is what Diane used to call us.
We have a criteria during our hiring process, and one of our values is have fun. But the criteria is we only want to hire people who like what we do.
I joined Avatar when I was just starting business school. We were tater tots, that's what the interns were called.
You know, we had tater tots, who were a lot of fun to work with.
And I'll never forget my title. I even had a business card, which I thought was pretty cool. My title was consultant, and I thought, man, I'd really made it.
Something that not everybody necessarily knows when they sign on board here at Avatar is that they're definitely going to be making appearances in videos.
I'm here for my 9 o'clock interview.
Oh, you're just in time. Here comes Mr. Gardner right now.
This is done.
Hey! What's the matter?
Excuse me.
We gotta get out of here, man!
You idiot.
Yeah, keep the change.
Radical, man.
Bam!
In the respective departments.
Why are we stopped?
And visiting hours are over. Oh my God.
What the crap?
Shut up!
Need some lube.
Mike Madgar and I were making a video series for one of our clients based on a parody of the SNL character Mr. Bill.
We have the right of way. Otherwise...
And halfway through the shoot, I looked at him and I said, "Can you believe someone's actually paying us to do this?"
It's always been a fun place to work and creative. And I've worked for other places where, I mean, you were just a number. And this is completely different than that.
It's that everybody here is an individual, yet we are all moving towards the same direction, and we're all trying to make the world a safer place.
Everybody's kind of close-knit. You know, we do a lot of things, you know, here together where it's a lot of meetings or brainstorming or playing ping pong or every once in a while going out to lunch.
Oh yeah, I mean, so many great people. Diane Govern was obviously one. Jim May was just a delightful gentleman who was much further along in his career and just was a really interesting person to learn from.
I started at Avatar Graphics, even though I don't remember the year anymore. And I was the one who was able to turn on the Mac, which is why I got the job as graphic designer.
Lynn and I have been together now for about 20 years.
I never had a chance to shine, never a happy song to sing, but suddenly half the world is mine. What an amazing thing.
Thank God for Linda. She evens Mark out. Mark is Captain Chaos. He gets in his own way and trips over himself sometimes. Linda brings consistency to the table, and she smooths everything over behind his path of destruction.
They're fun to deal with. They're a great couple, and one balances out the other.
She is a person that brightens up a room.
She welcomes everybody in here with open arms and is very, you know, kind to anybody, walks through the door and always helpful.
She's one of the most generous people I know, and I saw that in all of her interactions with people at work, with her friends, with her family. Generous, empathetic, and just a really warm and inviting person.
She's definitely a champion of the people here. Linda goes way out of her way to make sure that everybody feels appreciated.
She's much more today managing clients and keeping our relationship strong with our clients. She contributes on the design side, she writes scripts, and she's just a delight to be with. When I think of the common denominator for our clients, it's when there's many employees, lots of turnover, which means lots of need for training new people all the time and bringing new people on to make sure that we have a standardized best process across all locations. And on a single day, a single employee out of 12,000 could make a mistake that could literally cost the company its existence.
I began working with Avatar probably around 2008. Linda and her team, to include, Mark, Matt, and the group, have done a really good job for us, writing their scripts, shooting our videos, and really adjusting the program to what we need to put these together.
I've been working with Avatar for almost 20 years now. Multiple companies, multiple projects. The last one, the last large one, we went all over the world doing a very complex driver training program, leadership program in 7 different languages, 5 different geographical settings.
Mark initiated the process by really examining what we had in place. And it was nothing like most of our senior leadership team have ever seen before. So it was received very, very well by the field, and it was something that, again, there's really, to my knowledge, there's really nobody that does it like Avatar.
So the magic really is subsumed within our problem-solving and creativity process. But the reality is we are bringing improved processes to our clients, improved ways to manage their human capital to get better performance.
We do that with an eye to behavior, human behavior, changing human behavior, looking at what we can do to change human behavior to affect key performance indicators.
Even selection. In the end, if you do select the right person, you're hopefully saving a life down the road that you'll never know about.
It's like when you go to the doctor and you say, I think I have a cold. The doctor goes, let me tell you what you have, let me run some diagnostics and we'll figure it out together.
But mixed together in the right way, as only I know how, what do you think it makes?
I don't know, sir.
Of course you don't know. You don't know because only I know. If you knew and I didn't know, then you'd be teaching me instead of me teaching you. And for a student to teach his teacher, it's presumptuous and rude.
So I met him when he was at Progressive, and I called him back the very next day and said, of all the things I've ever heard on safety, you're the only guy who's made any sense to me. Let's get together.
Ever since I started working with Avatar, I've been nothing but, the best experience. It's a great product. They're very willing to work with the customer, and it's giving us great results.
We have influenced the performance of work in ways that have saved people's lives, that have prevented injuries and suffering. Perhaps the most profound is in the area of school children.
I had more work for Mark than he could cope with dealing with. We had a great relationship together. I learned from him, and he learned from the safety people at Laidlaw. So we grew together. The company delivered unbelievable training courses for us. And I'll tell you this, but for Mark Gardner, there would be many people who wouldn't be alive today, many children on the school buses for the courses that we jointly created, but without his input, it wouldn't have happened.
Uniformly, across all of our clients, we are close friends. When one of our clients walks into Avatar, there is no handshaking going on. There are hugs.
So very, very client-centric, very focused on what the client needs and kind of staying involved.
Every step of the way, from the front end of doing the job analysis to actually rolling out whatever project it is, and then customer support and service after the fact to make sure that our plans, our projects, everything was working the way it should be.
These customers of ours who we don't consider customers, we don't consider clients, we consider strategic partners, and a lot of these people are longtime friends.
We're not going to sell something to someone if they don't need it. So I think what our clients get from us is honesty, and that really comes from Mark's vision when he started this company. We're here to help people and make the world a safer place. We're not here to just make a quick buck.
Overall, we feel like that it's done a lot for us for decreasing our accident frequency rate and it has really made a difference in our overall claims experience.
Companies are going to hire Avatar for improved safety results, a better quality of a driver. They truly are passionate about that.
I attempted to retire, but I decided instead to partner with Mark Gardner and create the school bus safety company. Well, interestingly enough, you wind the clock back 15 years ago, and we used to talk about an average of 26 children killed in the danger zones of buses. In the last 10 years, the average has been 8, and there are more buses out there. Now, did we achieve all that? No. Did we contribute to it? Without question.
We have surrounded ourselves with like-minded professionals who are here for a singular purpose, which is to do good, to help people perform better in their jobs, be more productive, more effective, and happier in their lives for these few years that we have on this rock.
You know, I look back on that experience now, and I can say was fortunate to have had that much responsibility that young and early in my career. At the time, I was scared out of my mind.
I had never experienced a place that encapsulated everything that a job should be, where they embrace you as a person, not just for the skill set that you bring to the table.
You know, somebody like me can come in and after being here for 3 weeks, can pitch an idea to form, you know, kind of like a gym recreational center and then, you know, put all this up.
That's really good opportunity to grow and to enjoy what we're doing and care about it.
And learn from very creative, very intelligent, very insightful and interesting people. It was an experience that like college could not have even prepared me for. I mean, I've learned more about people and my job and myself working at Avatar than I ever did on my own.
The 3 years that I spent at Avatar are probably like dog years in that I got more experience, I got more mileage out of 3 years in terms of my own early development than I would have gotten anywhere else. And that's something that I will forever be grateful to the company and to Mark for.
I think you're one of those best kept secrets. I don't really see too many competitors. I think with the combination of the psychometric testing and the experience and the deep, deep knowledge of people and how they work and how to really embrace and make change is very, very unique.
We started with 1, and I think we probably have about 6 programs in place, all created by Avatar. I think speaks volumes as far as how I feel about the company, the quality of work they do.
And so I believe what Avatar stands for, its culture, what Mark stands for, is so underused it's frightening.
And so my dream for the future for Avatar is that it continues to do what it has done. It continues to contribute to society. It contributes to help making people more efficient and productive and happy in their jobs, and at the same time perhaps continues to save lives for others. And it'll continue to be purple, and it'll continue to say Avatar, and our people will continue to embrace the values that I set up many, many years ago.
Well, Mark, Linda, congratulations on 25 years of a successful business with Avatar.
From the bottom of my heart, I would like to thank you for allowing us the ability to join you on this 25-year journey of making the world a safer place.
I guess I can't even really begin to describe what a pleasure it's been working at Avatar and getting to meet the people here, and especially having Mark and Linda as leaders.
You do good, take care of the birds, drive careful with that new car of yours. You deserve it.
I'd like to thank Mark and Linda for allowing me to come on board, giving me the opportunity to go from just an intern part-time to being a full-time part of this business and this great culture.
I'm honored to even be a part of this journey, my small little segment of a much larger picture, and I'm just so very grateful to have been part of the story.
I just want to say a huge thank you for all that you've done personally for me early in my career and helping me to be the professional who I am today. So thank you.
Congrats on 25 years, Mark and Linda.
Happy 25th anniversary, Avatar.
I say I've learned a hell of a lot from you. I quote you left, right and center, pretending it's mine, by the way. But really, you educated me in what I do on safety, the how and why. And I say thank you for it. And I say, wow,